Hello and welcome to Baby Steps in Create Studio 4 Part 19, another template for you to try to make. I'm Tony of Tony's Tutorials and we're on version 4.0.16 of Create Studio 4. Right, so we're going up to start from scratch. You're going to left click on there with the left mouse button. And we're in the canvas area, and instead of going right over to the top left, I'm going to go to the top of the canvas area, and as you can see, the top left part there's a little plus sign or addition sign. I'm going to click on that with the left mouse button, and I'm going to go down to where it's a rectangle, and I'm going to click on that with the left mouse button again, and a rectangle comes up on the canvas. I can click on it anywhere in the middle of the rectangle and press my left mouse button and move it around. And what I'm going to do is put it to the top left corner there of the canvas, and then I'm going to use the bottom node here, which is in the middle of the rectangle. I'm going to click on it and drag it up to make it smaller, like so. And I'm going to use this node on the side here to click with the left mouse button and drag it to the right, so it's the length of the canvas. Right, now what I want to do as well as that is I want to make the border colour white for the moment. It's only going to be white for the moment because I need it for a specific thing, just to check that I've got the back covered, right? Because the back is black, I don't want it showing through on these at the front. Right, next, before I do anything else, I need to change my measure on the timeline. So I'm going to click on the timeline and drag to the left, still holding the left mouse button until I get to 20. There's 20 there. So what I want to do is go to my round rectangle, click on it on the end when it's got the two arrows pointing opposite directions in a horizontal fashion, and then left click and drag to 20. There, I'll do. It's about right there. Do that. Okay. Once I've done that, I'm going to duplicate the rectangle twice. Okay, and then the top one, I'm going to right click on it and rename, and I'm going to click it and backspace, well, not backspace, it's back arrow, left arrow, and then I'm going to change the rounded to low, L-O-W. Right, so that's going to be the low rectangle. Right, so I click on there, anywhere in the black space like that, so it doesn't select anything. Then when you go up to where the rectangles are, you got your cursor with a hand image. You can left click and drag down, and it'll drag the first one down, the ones at the top, right, like so. I want that to go in a bit because that's too big. It needs to come in a bit so we can see the white. That's it, and that's going to come out there a little bit because that's still seeing the black there, like that. I want to make sure that right. Okay, then we're going to go to the next one down, which is the middle one, and I'm going to rename that one. Click on it so we can do that. Give me a second. Let's try again. Rename. Click. Bring it forward to just after the D, and delete those and put MI, so it's mid-rect there. So click off that anywhere, and then just drag the next one down and put that close to the other one, like so. Try and make it sure it's the same size. I'll bring that in a little bit like that. Yeah, I just want it covering the whole of the thing, and then bring the top one down a little bit so it matches up with those, and then make sure the ends are the same. The ends not the same, so we need the ends all the same. Bring that down a little bit. That's it. Then once we've done that, I'm going to select them all and bring them up to the top of the canvas, so covers the canvas completely. Once I've done that, I'm going to change the what do you call it now? I forgot what you call it. The border of all of them in a minute. But let me do the name on this first to the top rect. Rename that to top rect. And then go TOP. Okay, that's that one. So they're all named properly. And all I need to do now is change the border colour for each one of them. That's easy to do because it allows you to do it from there. Click on the next one. Like that. And then the bottom one. There. Okay. Then we're okay. Right. Just wanted to make sure I covered the background, because if I don't cover the background and I put a background on underneath, it will show through, and I don't want that happening at all, really. Okay. Next, I'm going to add some other rectangles. So let's go there. Click on that, and I want to change the corners to rounded. So I'm going to go to the circles with the dots in, one of them, and just left click and drag it into the center of the thingy. Obviously you can't see it because of the color. I'm going to change the color of that rectangle so you can see it. Right, so there you go. Right, now what I need to do is go to this corner here, or it doesn't matter which corner really, but I'm going to use this corner and drag it upwards like that, so it cuts it down a bit to a reasonable size, and then I'll bring it there, maybe take it down a little bit more. That's it. I want it to be about that size. Yeah, that gives some space for someone to come here and someone to come there. Right, maybe take it in a little bit more actually, so like that, and then put that in the middle. Then I'm going to make this 20 as well, and I'm going to duplicate this twice. Right, and I'm going to click on that one, the top one, rename it to low mask. Right, then I'm going to click anywhere to get rid of the selection, and then go onto it, left click, drag, and then put it right there. Then click on the middle one, rename mid mask. Right, and then I'm going to click anywhere and then click on it, drag, put that a bit higher so it's in the middle, that one a bit higher so it's in the middle. That's okay. Right, now I've done those, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the mask items, the pictures that are got to go in those masks. Okay, so we're going to go over to the media folder, and you can collect some up from either Vecteezy, Pexels or Pixabay or whatever else you want. I've got some stuff in global, which is pictures, not actual videos. You can have videos if you want, but I'm using pictures for this one. And as you can see, you got picture there of some shoes. I'm going to grab hold of that one and drag it onto the canvas. So it's left click, hold and drag, and then release left mouse button, and there it is on the canvas, but it's way too big, so I'm going to left click on it again, and it comes up with these settings up here, and I'm going to click on the horizontal arrows. That makes it a lot smaller. Now all I can do is bring it down a bit like this, using the node in the middle, bring that down about there, and then bring this one up to about there like that, and drag it across to that end, and then drag this in till I get to the white. There you go, we've got to go back a little bit there. Right, now that's in line with the lower mask. Right, so I'm going to select them two, and right click, mask. Right, now I've done that. That's the whole mask now. I'm going to click on it again and add a border. A 5 black. It makes it look more neat, right? Okay, so that's that one, and I'm going to take that down. So what I need to do is go to the low rect, add track above it, and you'll see there's a gap there. What I'm going to do is going to put that mask in with the low rect, right? So it's together. Okay, like that. Right. Now I'm going to do the next media piece, which is going to be the trendy bags. I'm going to put them over on here, like so. So using the same thing again, which is left click, hold and drag onto canvas. Use the horizontal arrows facing opposite direction to each other to fit to canvas, and then I'm going to drag it across to where the end of that is, like that, and I'm going to drag this down till I get to the top end of that mask there, like that. Then I'm going to drag from the left to the right by left clicking and dragging across with the mouse button, holding the mouse button all the while. And then the bottom one, left click, drag, holding the left mouse button until we get to the point we want, which is there, right? Then once we've done that, we need to make that the same length as the rest for the time being. And we're going to select that one and the middle one, and right click, mask. And that's masked there. All I need to do now is add the border for that one. 5 on the border, and then change it to black, like so. That looks better with it, we've got the border on. Right, so now what I need to do is get to the mid rec, and I'm just going to add, I'm going to make that go up there actually, so I'm going to drag the mid rec up to where the other thing is there, like that. Okay, and that's in, what's this one? Oh yeah, that's the last one there. Alright, so now we're going to go to the next one, which is on the media folder, the hats. I'm going to drag that onto there, and I'm going to click on it again. Click the horizontal arrows, and I'm going to drag this up to that corner if possible, as much as I can. There you go, that's the level there. Just need the level on everything. Put that back up again. Bring that down if I need to, like that, and then bring this across. That across if I need to, That's too far. That's it. That's it. Okay. Now we've got that one. Right, so what I'm going to do with that one, make that the same length, 20. Click on this one. This one should be actually renamed. I should have renamed it to top mask, right, and that should be the one to go with that one, and go mask. There you go. And all I need to do with that one is put a border on it of 5 black again, like so. That looks pretty good. Now what I need to do is put a gap between the mid one there and take the top one up so it's in the right place. Right, I'm going to put left click, add track. I think that was the right click actually. Yeah, right click, add track, and then I'm going to go top rect and drag it all the way up to where that gap is between them two. there, right? Okay, so that's in order now. Most of that's in order, right? Now what I want to do is also add a text. So let's add the text first before I do anything else. Right, so I'm going to add the text. There we go, like that. And I'm going to change the Archivo Black to Pacifico. That's quite posh. Pacifico is quite nice. I like that. And I'm going to change the scale to 130. So just type in 130. And then I'm going to change the colour to a yellow colour. That's a bit too orangey, so I'm going to change it a bit. It's too yellowish. There, that's the colour. Right, and I want to click on that again. Go to border 5 black. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I'm going to copy that twice in a moment. I just need to make it the right size, and then just go duplicate, duplicate. Right, now drag the one down, so click, drag. Right, so put that there, and then click, drag. It's easy to match up when they're all saying the same thing. Right, and once you've done that, click on the first one and change it to designer hats. Okay, next one, click on it to there and change that to Rendy bags. Obviously I've already got the T on, so I don't need to do that. Right, and then the last one, click on it and change it all to stylish shoes. Right, and it looks pretty good. Now we've done that, we just need some embellishment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some yellow lines going across the top and the bottom of that. Right, so we'll just do that. So a rectangle, change the colour to yellow, copy the colour there, that's the colour we want, and we want to add a border to that as well, a 5 black. Right, and we want to take it right up about like that, maybe even smaller than that, a lot smaller than that actually, like so, and just go like this, like that. I want to drag that across as well. That might just get wider because I'm doing that. Don't worry about it, we can just make it smaller again in a minute. Just go down a little bit there and up a bit there. That looks perfect, that's what I want. And I need to do that to 20, start it off at 20, like so with the rest, so it's equal, right? Now I'm going to duplicate this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now I'm going to click on the first one, right click, rename. What I want to do is change it to L for low, Y for yellow, R E C T, and then space 2, because that's going to be the lowest rectangle, which is going to get right down the bottom in a minute when I'll get that on it. Right, so click, drag down to the bottom like that. Might actually need a bit more space, so I'll just go, oops, Damn it. Yeah, and then the next one I want to go to is renamed to ly rect space 1. Okay, and what we're going to do is just do the same with that one. Drag that down to just above there, like that. That looks okay. And then we're going to select them two and group them and rename the group. Rename to ly rects. Right, because we know that's the two lower yellow rectangles. Right, then the next one, I'm going to change that to my rect 1, 2, my rect 2. Oops, space 2. Yeah, my rect 2. And then we go to the next one in a minute after we drag that down. Let's drag that down first to there. Is that right? Looks right, yeah. And then next one, we're going to change the name of that one to my rect 1. So that's the middle yellow rectangle 1. And just drag that down. Needs to go up a little bit, that does. That one's in the, that ain't right. These are not in position properly. That needs moving down a little bit. I need moving up a little bit. There. Actually I can move that, make that bigger. Now I'm going to put that one up. Make that bigger. And the same with this one. That one looks alright actually. But I can just make it big. Whoops. That's the trouble when you start messing about with them. Screw things up if you're not careful. Let's go to the thingy, sorry. I'm just faffing about with it, which is what I do sometimes. The bottom one. I'm going to make that slightly bigger. It's only a little bit, but it was bothering me, that was. So I want slightly too low. There, let's try that. Yeah, it's about right. Now what I need to do is get the last lots of them. Okay, right. Now we're doing the last ones, which are, I've got to do that first. I've got to group those, so I know what I'm doing. Let's group them and rename them. There is a reason why I do all this. It's to help you, make it easier for you to understand what's going on in the future. So if you come back to it and you won't know what's going on if you haven't got them knocked down right. You do the same sort of thing if you're doing coding. So if you're doing any coding, you need to get any variables named correctly so you know what you're doing next time you want to look at the program that you're doing. And it's the same with this, you need to make sure you know what you're doing with them. So this one is ty rect 2, right? and that one's going to come down to just beneath the hats. About there ish. Right, yeah, like that. And then the last one, I'm going to rename that to TY Rect 1. Okay, and that's that. Right, so now all we need to do is just group those two like that and put them down as TY Rects. Now the top yellow rectangles, right? Right, so now that's the design we got. What I want to do next is put everything in the right order, because there's some things not in the right order, right? So we've got low rect, the mask, and then I want to just click add track above, go up, see if there's any more low things. Stylish shoes is part of the low one. I'm going to drag that down. Like that. Okay, is there anything else? Yeah, low Y rectangles, so I need to just do click on right next to there and add track above with the right mouse button, and then go to low Y rects, take that down. I want to get them all in order so that we know what we're doing with them. And then what I'm gonna do is, once I've done that like that, I'm going to get down to there, get that 4 on if I can. There we go. Grab hold of that bar and then get them on like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to group those by dragging across with holding the left mouse button like that, and group them like that. And then I'm going to name that group. And I'm going to name it Stylish Shoes Group. So that means all the stylish shoes things are in there, right? If we've got a problem, we can get to that particular thing and we know it's that, right? So that one's sorted. And we go up. We want to get the Myrex into the position there, and the trendy bags text in there as well. So I'm going to click add track above, and then add track above again there, because we need to add 2 things, right? So we're going to go to trendy bags, take that down. Put it there, and go to my rects, take that down, put that there, right? Now I'm going to use the slider, left click and drag it down, so we'll get the 4 of them ready. I can grab hold of them 4 like that and group, and change them to trendy bags group, right? Rename TNDY bags group. Okay, now that's the last one. It's got everything ready, so all I'm going to do is just drag across them 4 like so, and group by right clicking group, and then click left on when it says group, and then go on group, 1 click, and then right click, rename. And when I'm there, I'm going to rename it to designer hats group. Okay, So there we go. That's done. So just click off there like that, and that's all them done. What I need to do now is add some animation to them, right? So to do this, what I'm going to do is, first of all, before I do anything, I'm going to take the trendy bags group into 2 seconds there, and take it to 18 seconds on the end there. Then with this one, I take that down to 16 seconds there, like so, and take it into 4 seconds on there. Right, then we'll go into designer ads group. We're going to left click. You can either open group, or you can double left click to get into the group. I'll usually double left click to get into the group, it's easier. Now I'm in the designer ads group. I'm going to click on top rect, which is the bottom one, which is the actual blue rectangle, right? And we're going to click on motion, and we're going to go down to position right, because that comes in from the left to right, and that's why we want it to come in. So the blue will come in that way, and we want to have it drop down on the out. So I'm going to drop it down using bottom, so it's going to go to the bottom, right? Next, I want to get the yellow rectangles coming in, and they've got to come in at 2 seconds. So I need to put that to 2 seconds on there, like that, and bring that into 18 seconds on this one, right? And then these hats and the mask for the hats text is going to come in 4 seconds, right? Like that, and take it down that way, like that, to 16 on that side. I've got 16 on that side, like so. And what I'm going to do with the TYRX, I'm going to click on that one first. I'm going to change the motion to saved scale X circ in, and out saved scale X circ, right? Then next I'm going to do the text motion in from the left to right. So let's go motion left to right there, and then out is going to be right to left, so left there, right? And then with the mask, I'm going to change that from the opposite way round to the text. So left in, no, that's right out, left in. Sorry, there you go. So it's exactly the opposite, look. Okay, and then once we've done that, we go back to the beginning of that and show you that. It might not come up exactly 100%, but it'll be okay. Let's just see. Like that. And then it comes across, that comes in. Then you're going to have something like it's saying designer hats, or something like Talia's fashion offers you designer hats, and then whatever's next after, and then it drops out like that. Okay, we're going to go back to the main timeline, and we're going to go to the second group, which is the trendy bags group. Click on there with the left mouse button, and as you can see, this end, all these have gone behind the black there. So what we need to do is go Control A, that selects everything, and then we just drag it to where the black line stops there, which is there, right? And that should be okay. Next we want to go to mid rect, which is the blue rectangle, and what I'm going to do is motion that one to coming from the left instead of the right, but it's going to still drop out at the bottom, right? Don't want it to drop out at the bottom, I want it to come in the opposite direction to the top one, right? I'll just click on bottom there, and that comes on there, right? Next, I'm going to go to my rects and change that to 2 seconds there, like so, and change that to, whoops, pick the wrong thing, 14 there, and then I need to change that back, put that back where it was, which is there, and these have got to go to 12 on this side, like that. Both of them on 12 this side. Stopped. There it is. Okay. Now go back to the front and put these on 4 this way. Like that. And that on 4 there. Like that. Right. So that'll be okay. All I need to do now is add the things for that. The motion. So motion for my rects is saved scale X circ, and then out is saved scale X circ. Then on the trendy bags, that one, the text is right in and out is left. And then on the masking, motion, out, in, out is left, out is right. Yeah, so they're the opposite again, right? That's okay, that should be okay now. Go back to the main timeline and let's do the last one, and then we'll see how it looks after that. Right, so style issues group, double left click, and we're in the group. We're gonna select all these by Control and A. If you've got Apple computer, you have to use Command and A instead of Control and A. Okay, right, so that's all sorted. I've just dragged them across so they're past that black line, and now what I'm going to do is low rect. Motion for that one is right. I want that to come into the right, and out bottom. Right, make sure you get that to show the tick on there in the tick box, and then we go to low LY rects, change that to 2 on there and 10 on that one, and then on this one we need that to go 4 on that one, and that one is 4 as well. That one's got to go back to 8, like that. That's going back to 8 as well. Whoops. Do that one again. As you can see, it's playing up a bit. I'll just do that. Pull that back that way there. Like so. Okay, now what I'm going to do is click on the LY Rex, put in the motion, saved scale X circ, out, saved scale X circ. Right, there we go, it's on. Now go to the style issues text, click on there, motion, right in and left out. Okay, then on the mask I want motion, left in, right out. Okay, now we've done all them. We'll go back to the main timeline and we're going to play it from the beginning, and you'll see it's a very small amount of stuff there. I'll go to the beginning and let's just play that. The preview is going to be a bit sticky at the beginning because it always does. I don't know why. It shouldn't be like that, but there you go. That's pretty good. The only thing is I need the colours changed on the board, on the colours of the blue. I want 3 different colours of blue, so I'm going to change that in a minute. Right, so design heads group, click on there, As you can see, it gives you the choices, so you can change the top red colour so it's a lighter blue, which is what I want. And then the stylish shoes, I'm going to change the colour of the low rect there. I'm going to make that a bit darker. Let's just have a look at that once I've done that. So let's go here and play that again. As you can see, that's a lighter colour. There you go. That looks better. Yeah, it was a bit more tasteful colouring. Yeah, and that's coming out like that. And while it's doing these will be saying things like designer hats, trendy bags, stylish shoes, all found at Talia's fashion. Right, now what I'm going to do is add something about here, right at the bottom here, and what I'm going to add is a media image, which is this image of a shop, right, the inside of a shop. Okay, I'm going to put it underneath so it won't be seen at first until I start dropping. Right, that's the point. And then I need to knock it down so it's within the confines of the actual canvas. Just stretch it out so it's the right size, and then I'll need to drag this out to about 40. I'm going to go there. Right, so I'm just going to left click on the end while the horizontal arrows are showing and drag it up to about 40 like that. Right, that's about right. Now we've done that, I need to go about a second after the last one of them. Let's go up. Sorry, it's playing up again. Yeah, that needs to go back a bit. Look, that's it. Right, now we'll go about here, maybe here actually. I want this 24. No, 22 is fine. Costs 2 seconds any. Right, so I'm going to go there and I'm going to click on the plus button, go to circle, add a circle and duplicate it. Got 2 circles. Oh, it's duplicated somewhere else instead. I'm just going to delete that. For some reason it had duplicated something it shouldn't have done, but never mind. Let's go back up here, click on the circle again, and I want to duplicate that. Right, now one of the circles I'm going to bring down a little bit like that, so it's smaller. Might not need to be that small, but just bring it back up a little bit. And this one I'm going to put a border on it of about 20 in yellow. Right, and I'm just going to change the colour of that to semi see-through like that, and I'll put this in the middle of it like so, maybe that way a little bit. Right, then I want to add a border to that one, 5 border in black. Right, and I'm going to grab both of them and I'm going to shrink them down a bit. It'll let me. No, it ain't going to do that again. Now I want to just shrink them down like that. Right, so that's about right. And then I'm going to drag it over to this side, and I want to put Talia's fashion on there. So I need to get a text. Click on text, and then double click it to get all the letters off except for the first one, because that's the right letter. And just done something wrong there. I caught the thingy, caught the caps lock, and it made it go all caps then for a second. I've just fixed it before it actually done it too much. Let's leave it like that. Actually, that might be good like that, but I don't know. I'm going to put it inside the circle, the lettering. So I want to add the border to that. Border 5 in black. Down there, like that. That looks okay. It looks like okay for a kind of sign, right? So I want to do that, and then I'm going to duplicate that. Duplicate it. Wait a minute, now I'm going to group it first. I'm going to duplicate the group. Duplicate it. And the bottom group, I'm going to click on that one. Rename. Logo. Like that. Top group, I'm going to go into that one. And what I'm going to do with this one is click on Talia's Fashion. Remove the border. I'm going to remove that. Get the border off there. And the circle. I'll remove any border off that as well. And that one there. I'm going to remove the border off that, which is basically most of it, really. Border off there, right? Now the reason I'm doing that is I'll show you in a minute. Okay. Now I'm going to go into this group and add something in this group, right? So I'm going to add rectangle. This rectangle is going to be like this. Bring it up, bring it down like so. It's going to be like that. And I'm going to swing it across that way, and I'm going to bring it down that way, and I'm going to add another one to it. So I'm going to duplicate it, and then I'm going to click over here, drag one across that way. And the first one, well, that one went for me then. That one. Bring that in a little bit. And I'm going to change the colour. White. Colour. That one, white. And what I want to do is put them together, them two. In a minute, what I'm going to do is going to group them two. It's going to let me. Not going to let me, well, shouldn't it? Play me up. Okay. Group those. Right. Then I want to add a animation to that. position. Right, position 1. And click on there and put the position off there. Position 2 is going to be all the way across there, right? And we want that way, that way. Okay, let's try that and let's see how that looks. Back to my timeline. Alright, so let's have a look at that, see how that looks. Apply that. As you can see, the background's coming on. There you go. And it's going to come up with that. As you can see how that looks there, right? Now what we're going to do is, because that's not completely finished, what I'm going to do is go to the group, click on that group. Because that group's there, what I need to do is group that again. This, which is that, right? So I'm going to group that. And I need to duplicate that 3 times, 2 times. Right, and for each one of those items, you need it for each one of them. Right, so Talia's fashion, I need to do the top one. I'm meant to do one of them, it doesn't matter which one really, I can do that one. And go mask. And that's, let's have a look, see what happens there. Still showing that. Then second one, circle. Out to the second one. And the circle. Mask. Okay, and then the top one. Circle goes with the top one. Make sure it's connected yet. Master circle. Now we go back to the main timeline and try it again. Now hopefully this should be different, right? We're going to go there, play from there. There you go. It's going straight through there, right? That's what we wanted. We're going to go up here. We're going to also make that happen a little bit later. So what I need to do is pull that across and I'm going to grab hold of this one, bottom one. You feel that, mate? Drag that a bit longer, about there, about 32, like that. And I want to grab hold of the logo group, and I'm going to do Control A to select them all, and then drag it to the end of there, like that, right? So they will be that long, right? And then we can go back to the main timeline. What I want to do is put on a motion for the logo. So click on logo, motion, positioning. So we just go top. It comes up from the bottom, and then we can fade it out at the end if you want. Let's try out, fade, fade out. Okay, like that, right? We can actually make that even longer actually, because we've got to add the other stuff there. So go up to about the 40 mark where everything is. Click on that and click Control A and drag all them across to there. I've just thought because we're going up to 40, I need to add certain things to it. Right? We can have that we can move this where we want it to be in a minute. I'm also going to add some words here. Right, so I'm going to use a text. There we go, put the text on, and I can change that to click on that. Oops, what's happened there? It's disappeared. What's happened to that? Top my text there, put there. Right, so I want to go Talia's Ladies Accessory Store. Okay, put that, and I'm just going to drag that down a bit. Make it bigger than that actually, I think. I need to be a bit bigger. I'm going to just scale it up to about 150. I think 150 is enough. Yeah, and make it yellow, so I'm going to click on there. Click on that. Click on the yellow there. And then add a border, about 10 for that, and black. Right, and what I want to do is I want to also put another set of lights going across there. So what I need to do is copy that, duplicate that actually, so duplicate it. And that one, I'm going to start that off a bit earlier, because that needs to come on after that, before that actual group comes up, like that. Right, so let's just check where we're at. Yeah, it was about there, and I'll put that on. And that comes in from the left, I think, motion. Coming from the left. Oh, now it drops down, ain't it? Pushing bottom. Yeah, word for word. That's right. In reverse. It does the store first. Right. It drops in like that. And then we're gonna about here, just after the other light comes on, we're gonna have a light coming across here. Right. We do then is just get another couple of rectangles. So I'll just click on that rectangle, iron it out, pull it up a bit, make sure it's big, it covers all that. Even if it's angled, it'll be big enough then. Oh, so there's one. Duplicate that. Right. And that one's got to go this way slightly and up. And this one's got to be thinner, so I'm going to bring it in that way. Much thinner than that one. This is going to be a bit thinner as well because it's quite big anyway. Too chunky. There you go. And then what we're going to do is group them. Group. And we're going to angle them slightly. Get it to angle, which is not letting me. Swing it round it all. It ain't letting me do it at the moment. Oh, it's not doing that, but never mind. There it was, there. Right, to do that. Now I want to change the colour to white. That one, and white on that one. Like that. Okay. And then we're gonna put in add animation, position, like that. Go to the beginning. There's the beginning circle, or there. Click on that. It's there, right, so that's fine. And then end circle is going to be here. I'm going to drag that across there. That's me, that's it, right, so let's see how that goes. Yeah, that's fine. Now what I need to do is just group that. Should always group it when it's got a thingy on, because otherwise it'll take that off. And this one, I need to click on that. Wait for that a second. Taking a bit of time because it's playing up a bit. I don't know why it's playing up, but it is. Alright, so that one I need to remove the border on that one, because it does affect it, the border does, so remove that border. Right, and then put that on there. That goes across there like so, to there. And go, oops, need to select them too, so drag across and mask. Yeah, right, so now we'll play that and see how that looks. From the beginning, hopefully. Let's start again. Right. It seems to be going quite slow because there seems to be some kind of problem with my computer. I don't know what it is, but it should be working alright. That looks pretty good anyway. That's coming out nicely. Then we got the Talia's Ladies Accessory Store at a high street near you, something like that, right? And that's it. That's the end of the video. And what I'm going to do now is, when that's finished, like that, click off there. I need to get everything to delete. Right, so go to the end of there. That's too far, so that needs to go back. That's gone too fast, past 40, so it shouldn't be past 40 though. 40 is where the end is. I must have accidentally dragged it too far. Right, and just fade that out. Motion, fade out. Fade out. That's it. Right. That should fade out. That should fade out. And that should fade out at the end as well. Motion, out, fade out. Yeah. Okay. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add some words, well, some audio to it, voiceover. So let's do that. We'll go to music, speech, and we're going to add a woman's voice. I think woman's voice got to be it. Let's try Jessica.
If you spend your whole life waiting for the storm, you'll never enjoy the sunshine.
Okay, that one sounds pretty good, so we use that one. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go designer, hats, pause in capitals equals 2. Actually, you don't need the gap. 2. And that, right. Then you go trendy bags oops, then do the right bracket, make sure you get the right bracket, and always put the pause in capitals equals 2. Make sure you don't make a gap between them like that. There's a gap there either. Get that gap off and do that. Then we go to the next one, which is stylish shoes. Right, stylish shoes, and then space that one, capital PAUSE equals 2. The reason I'm putting pause equals 2 is you can cut it where you want. You've got a bit of a gap between each one, right? And then I'm going to put all part of Talia's, let's put a capital for Talia, Talia's fashion. All part of Talia's fashion. Let's do pause equals 2. Right, then we want to go all part of Talia's fashion. Check out fashion. Check out Talia's fashion at any Talia's Ladies Accessory Store today on your high street. Pause equals 2. And put now on your local house, on your local high street. That's it, that sounds better. Right, so we do that. Let's just generate that. It's going to take some credits up, 82 credits. Let's just see what that says. Let's preview
Designer
it.
hats, trendy bags, stylish shoes, all part of Talia's fashion. Check out Talia's fashion at any Talia's Ladies Accessory Store today. Pause 2. Now
Oh,
on your
I've done
local
that
high
wrong.
street.
You can see what I've done there. There's one bracket wrong. That's all I've done. One bracket wrong. So I'm just going to have to redo that one. It's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Generate speech. That's cost me a bit extra now. Never mind. Let's try that again.
Designer hats. Trendy bags. Stylish shoes. All part of Talia's fashion. Check out Talia's fashion at any Talia's Ladies Accessory Store today. Now on your local high street.
That sounds really good. And I'm going to import that. I think that's what I really wanted. So it's coming in a minute, should be. Where's it gone? It ain't come up. Oh, mate, let's go to media. Back. There it is. Right. Bring that on. Up there. It's got to go up the top somewhere. Let's go up. Put it at the very top. Right, so now we've got.
Designer hats.
Cut that. Carry on to the next one.
Trendy bags.
Cut that.
Stylish shoes.
Cut that. There. Right, so what I'm going to do is get to the first one. Bring that down here. Put that there. Somewhere. Let's see what we're doing. Right, so I'll go. There, we want to put that there. Just on there like that. So I'll go on hats. Then trendy bags comes in straight after there. We're going to put that there. Put that one in. Next to that. Like so. And then we're going to do this one. A bit next to that, I think. Probably. Trendy bags. Dolly shoes, that's going to be a bit earlier. So I need to cut this. Cut that in half there. A bit there. Knock that back a bit. So it goes. Design hats, trendy bags. That needs to go like that, and that needs to go there. Trendy bags, dolly shoes. That needs to come right up. So I need to remove that bit and then bring that forward like that to there. That should be okay. Let's just play that bit from the beginning.
Designer hats. Trendy bags. Stylish shoes. All part of Talia's fashion.
That's okay. I just need to bring that way. That needs to go slightly that way. And that one that way. And that one that way. Let's try that again in a moment. Let's just bring this that way a bit. And just to play that again from the beginning.
Designer hats. Trendy bags. Stylish shoes.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Right, so now I'm going to do that. Let's just play that.
All part of Talia's fashion.
There we go. Just cut that bit. Right, so we're going to put that in here. I'll just do that there. That'll give that time. Right. Then we're going to go over this way. Drag this over. It's going to be over there somewhere, so I'm going to put. Just cut that and put that a bit further over. Like that. Right, so let's just play that from the beginning. Just see how that sounds.
Designer hats. Trendy bags. Stylish shoes. All part of Talia's fashion.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Check out Talia's fashion at any Talia's Ladies Accessory Store today.
That's
now
okay.
on your local high street.
I need to put that back a bit because now when you localise it was a bit late. It's a bit closer to the front there, like that. Right. Okay, so we're just okay with that. That's fine anyway. Most of it's fine. That might be need to go just a little bit back. Just play that like that a minute. I want to just play it from there. Just see where that is.
Check out Talia's fashion at any Talia's Ladies Accessory Store today.
That's too far back, any.
Now on your local...
That's too far back. It needs to go forward more. Sorry, I was wrong. Wrong way. I went the wrong way then. Let's just try that.
Check out Talia's fashion at any Talia's Ladies Accessory Store today. Now on your local high street.
It seemed a bit weird, but it works to a certain degree. Just push that way, there. And that's a bit longer than it should be, so I'm going to cut down that a little bit to about 36, which is, yeah, there. I'll put them down to 36 now. Cut that down to there. Put it down to there. It's always best to have it bigger than it should be, so you can cut it down if necessary after. That's okay. 36 is a good size. And what we're going to do next is just add some music, and it'll be done then after that. So music, we want some music. Right, so I want to have a look, see if we can have some happy music maybe. Let's have a look, see what it says. Let's try that one. No, I don't like that. It's a bit too jolly. Try Spring Is Here. Nah, it's too what's it? So I'm going to try something else because the happy one's too much, I think. Let's try a different one. So yeah. Now I need to go back off there, so go off there and back on. How do we get off that now? I'll go back on there like that. Still coming up that. Choose music genre. That's what I need to do. Go to corporate. Let's try that. Get that feeling. Let's try that one. That sounds. That's two. What's it? Just try good times. Now look at this. I think I'll try that one. Look at this. I think that'll be alright. Because you want people to look at the things, yeah? That makes sense to me. If we want to do that, let's go over there now. Let's put that. Oh, look at that. Only just out of by a bit. So just click it there. Actually, take it back to the 38. And then I'm going to, I'm going to just fade out that last bit there, about 3 or 3. I want 3. That'll do. For 4. That'll do. 4.0. There you go. That's going to fade out there. Right. That looks about the right size anyway. So that'll do. Let's just play that from the beginning. Oh yeah, I forgot something. Got to change the volume to about 20. Or 15. Let's try 15 actually. Or thereabouts. 16 will do. Click it to the beginning and play that.
Designer hats, trendy bags, stylish shoes. All part of Talia's fashion.
Stop.
Check out Talia's fashion at any Talia's Ladies Accessory Store today.
That just stopped halfway through, didn't it?
Now on your local high street.
Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Play that again. Let's hope it won't stick this time.
Designer hats, trendy bags, stylish shoes,
I might have to turn the sound down a bit as well.
all part of Talia's fashion. Check out Talia's fashion at any Talia's Ladies Accessory Store today. Now on your local high street.
That didn't come up on that one. I noticed that hadn't come up. Right, so what's happened to the group, that one? That should be there, and down there, like that. Play that from there.
Ladies Accessory Store today. Now on your
it's
local
coming
high
up there.
street.
Okay, it's worked that time. Put it there, yeah. Okay. Well, so that'll do. So that's what we got. I'm gonna do now. Save it to Talia's fashion. I'll put it that as that. Talia's fashion, right? I'll do that. Right. I want to select all of it, so I'm going to go Control A first, and then group everything, right? And rename it to Ladies Accessory Store template, like so. And then I'm going to right click on it and click Save to My Scenes, and it'll be there. Just going to get rid of that one because I don't need that one. Delete that one, delete that one. Right, and there we have the Ladies Accessory Store there, and we can play that anytime you want. You can publish this one if we want to, so let's just export it. Okay, Talia's Ladies Accessory Store. We're going to put it that as the thingy. So do that, right? I'll go like that, and that's going so quickly up to there, and then it's going to stop. Okay, it's going to carry on. I thought it might stop because I'm recording, which sometimes it does. Still going, so we're all right. Once I've done that, I haven't changed any of the settings on it at all. If it doesn't go, I would have taken off the HW accelerator or used the older engine or something like that. But because it's working okay, no problem, you know what I mean? So we'll see how it gets on with that. Right, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'm going to play it once it's rendered so you can see it without it being a preview, because preview always sticks. I don't know why the preview always sticks, but it always does. So never mind that, we'll sort that out in a minute. Just going to open folder and then turn off Create Studio and then play it. Okay, there we are. I'm going to open the folder like so. Going to folder. I'm going to put that down there a second. Get off this. exit, yes, right, and then get to where the thing was. Click off that one, click on this one, there it is, and just play that in a moment. Open, do that, and play that. Give it a few seconds to play.
Designer hats, trendy bags, stylish shoes. All part of Talia's fashion. Check out Talia's fashion at any Talia's Ladies Accessory Store today. Now on your local high street.
I think that was absolutely brilliant. I loved it, and I hope you did too. If you didn't enjoy it, please like and subscribe to Talia's Tutorials, and thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you for your support as well. And if you do have any questions, you can contact me either on the Facebook group Create Studio for Dummies, as I'm one of the moderators there, and you can also contact me on the Reddit group, which is Mavarvi Software, if you need to. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Have a good day. Bye bye.